programming you. We have to know how we got that. What's the base rate? What's the first multiplier? What does it multiply against next? What's the reference point? Where does the record come from that chooses that? Why is that a valuable source for the record to come from? How does that apply? At what portion of the process do I determine and go look for a particular factor for age or sex? We have to understand how those things work. Otherwise, we are simply just users and consumers of it, and we have no idea what it does. It dumbs us down, and it challenges us to not think. We still must be thinkers. But digital wants to say, I want to make your life simple. I want things to not be so complex for you. So I'm going to do this for you. And then we don't understand even what it's doing. The control is in the hands of the few. The masses simply consume. Facebook is now the 5th largest nation if it were a country, for the people that are on it. And people get on Facebook, and my little girl and all those other folks that are on that, myself included, think, oh, well, it's a way to connect with my friends. That's not what Facebook was created for. Facebook was created to sell you something. Mark found a great statement, and that was, if you're not paying for it, you probably are the product. That is a great statement. If you're not paying for it, you probably are the product. On Facebook, you are the product. How do I know? Because Empower, Al Banker, we utilize Facebook to try and push our wares. We purchase access to people so that we can get you to buy insurance from us. You're the product. But most people don't think about Facebook that way. They're not considering that at all. Or they're not considering the content, the things that they say, how they say it, when they say it, what they put there. There's lots of issues to being online. These issues vary in a variety of ways depending on who you are or what you're trying to do with it. But for retailers, online has created these aggregators that undercut everything. Now, if you were the person who wrote a book and you wanted to sell your book, you could put it out on your one web page, but not that many people are going to see it unless you have great, ability to do public relations and get the concept and idea out there. But you could put it on Amazon, and you could get it out there a lot more quickly. But now you have to pay Amazon a portion of your sales in order to do that. But then if it was you against Amazon, you're going to lose because they are going to lower the price, and then everyone's going to be able to just Google the price real quickly for the lowest rate, and they're going to be able to find it there. So it makes it very tough. There are issues to being online as a company. Culture creators have content that people won't pay for. Well, the greatest example of this is with our music today. Someone was given the God-given talent to write lyrics and to put notes on a page and to take instruments and assemble them together, or to be given a voice of an angel. And they work and develop this to be creative and to create a song that moves us and stirs us. And they make it available in an open system for us to purchase the song. But with digital, the good news is, for those that like to cheat, we can take the song, buy it for the 99 cents, and give it to all of our friends who never have to pay a thing for it. We steal the content. So content creators have been hurt by digital because the things that they work so hard for and believe so much in and should be paid for are taken from them. None of us would want to show up here today with our hard work and effort and talent that we put into this business and not get paid for it. But the digital causes these problems. Educators see information, students see Wikipedia when it comes to digital. We're looking for the quick answer. I've got to answer this question on a test that I have, and so I go and I Google the answer very quickly and I fill in the blank. The process of thinking is lost. And how do I know that's the right answer? I just took the first one that I saw that came up with Google. I didn't look at 5 different sources to make sure and check it. Multitasking turns into an inability to focus. I know. When I'm sitting on the couch and this thing goes brrr on the counter, I get up. That's my buddy. What's going on? Nothing. I'm being controlled by it. Okay? Digital is having an effect on us in big ways. Are you the machine? Are you being programmed? Stop it. Darren's texting me in the middle of it. See the dangers of digital? Darren just texted me hi. Now I've just lost my connection. Thank you, Darren. Control slideshow. Yes. See, here's the problem. You can be in the middle of a slideshow and it messes up what's going on with digital. Don't do that again. Are you the machine being programmed? Are you making the machine? Are you programming the machine? And here's why I don't want to lose you. There's binary code. There's HTML. There's BASIC. There's Pascal. There's XML. There's all these different things. There's JavaScript. All these different things are out there. I'm not saying today, at the place that we are, that you're going to need to learn all these languages. But you need to learn that they're there. You need to learn what they do. And you need to learn what the software does and what these machines are designed to get you to do so that you can control them. So that you can be a programmer, a person of influence. When it comes to our software that we have in-house here, you can be a person of influence on that software and what that software does and how it does it. You don't just have to accept what it does. Mark goes back there and enters truck lines and truck lines of code to make it do the different things that it does, and Tony and Walter. That's what they're spending their day doing. But we tell that machine what to do. We tell it what process to go through and when to do it. So all of us have to be programmers. We have to be the ones that influence it instead of just letting it control us. Computers, programs, discourage our more complex processes, our higher orders of cognitive contemplation, innovation, and meaning, making that that should be the reward for our outsourcing. The whole idea of having this technology is so that we can spend more time on things that matter. The problem is that we create this technology and it makes us do things that don't matter. Like ridiculous short texting, when we could complete the conversation much more quickly if we would just talk to the person. Or we allow it to rob us. Instead of sitting and talking to my children, I walk in my house sometimes and I'm on my phone, and my wife's on a laptop, and my kids are in their separate rooms on laptops. Now, there's good and bad in it. It's good in that it helps them get their homework done. It helps them with their writing. There's a place to put the writing. There's a word processor to go through, and there are resources available for them for the things that they're doing. At the same time, if all we're doing is Facebooking, we've given up all human interaction for this stupidity, which is ridiculous. My kids are only going to be in my house for this long. Why would I want to spend my life doing this? Doesn't make any sense. Most people have little understanding of what's happening to them or how to cope with it when it comes to digital tools. Bad choices are avoidance and blind consumption. Oh, I just use it. This is what it does. Instead of thinking about how you can control it. Or avoidance altogether. My grandmother would never get a computer in her house. She lived in Georgia, and for 15 years there was a chance for me to be able to just send her pictures very quickly so she could see things the family was doing and things that she wanted. But she refused to do it. She's like, just put it in the mail. I'm like, oh, that's so much effort. You know, I mean, I have to go down to the Walgreens, have to print it out. And I can just go get a CD, send it to you, you'll have it like that. You can talk to us online for hours on end and not have to worry about your phone bill. But she never would adapt to that. She said, I'm too old to learn that. I don't believe we're too old to learn any of this. Both are poor options, avoidance and blind consumption. We need not to delve into those realms. So in our life, the things we deal with on a regular basis, the system delivers a rate. Do you know how it delivers that rate? You should know that. You should understand how a rate is developed in the insurance world, not just take the computer's answer for it. Okay? The programmer may have programmed it wrong. The product manager may have put the decimal point in the wrong place. Right? The system gives us a report, but we know how it gets the report. What data does it go and use to get that report? Where's the data being stored? Who's putting the data in? Is the data good or is the data bad? We don't ask those questions. We just accept what we see on the report. Oh, looks like things are up. Oh, looks like things are down. Where did this information come from? We don't ask the question. Is this right? Spreadsheets provide the answer, but what's the formula? We pull up a spreadsheet. And we enter one number, and it tells us, okay, here's where you are, and here's your profit loss. Well, who put the formula in the spreadsheet? Do you know how to put the equal G1 divided by G3 multiplied by, do you know how to do the formula? If not, it's thinking for you. You're not thinking. The internet brings us content, but do you know how it gets the content to us? You go and you do TurboTaxes. And you enter it in the lines where it tells you to enter it. But do you know how it formulates what you're supposed to get back on your taxes? Now, why do you assume it's right?
It better be.